Hello, good morning children. Today we are going to discuss block number 1, operation on integers, lesson 1, okay, comparing and ordering integers, okay. So previously I have already discussed in our class, okay. So this is just a recap so that you can understand more properly, okay. So integers. So in your class 6 you have learned about integers, isn't it? So what was actually integers? Integers used to be all kind of negative numbers, okay, plus your 0 plus all kind of positive numbers, isn't it children? We have learned this in class 6, okay, that your integers comprises all numbers which are negative, positive and 0. Okay, so this was actually integers, isn't it? So today what we are actually going to discuss is we will be learning how to compare any two integers, okay. Like on what basis? It will be on the basis of which number is bigger and which number is smaller. Very simple topic, okay. Then we will be also ordering integers. Yes, obviously once you know which number is bigger and which number is smaller, you can easily order it into ascending and descending order. So that is what we are going to discuss today, okay. So I guess you all know now what this integer is. Integer is all negative numbers, like it can be so many numbers which is negative like this, okay. So these are the example of negative number, and 0 though you don't need example, 0 is 0 itself, then all positive numbers means numbers which do not have any sign before it, okay. Very simple, isn't it children? So very simple, this all numbers, okay, this all numbers are actually integers, okay. This all numbers are actually integers, okay. So you understood what is integers is now, isn't it children? Now let us discuss, okay, about how to compare integers, okay. So before understanding how to compare integer, okay, so first of all let us place an integer into a number line, okay. So what is a number line children? It's just a normal line like this, okay, where we actually keep your numbers, okay. So the first number in the center should be 0 always, okay. So on the right hand side there will be always positive integers, okay. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and this arrow indicates children that this number continues. As you know, obviously the number will never end, so this arrow represents that the number from there will continue, okay. So over here also children, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and over here also it will continue, but what is the difference? Over here you have to just keep minus sign before it so that you can indicate that this number is your negative numbers, okay. And this whole number where integer is represented, as you know, positive 0 and negative number is integers. So all the integers which is indicated in a line is actually known as number line, children, okay. This is known as number line, okay children. So very simple, okay, a line which represents integer is known as number line, okay. Now what happens in a number line is, as you go on the right hand side, the integer increases, okay. The integer increases its value, okay. Its value actually increases as you go rightwards, okay, for an integer. But for an integer, when you go leftwards, okay, when you go leftwards, for an integer when you go leftwards, that means in this case, okay, integers value decreases, okay. Integers value decreases, okay. Integers value integer decrease in value also, you can say, okay. Integer increases in value, and over here integer decreases in value, okay. That means as you go leftwards in this direction, the value for integer always decreases, okay. So what we can say is, now now just imagine, if I want to now compare any two numbers, okay. Like for example, if I say 1 and minus 1, 1 and minus 1. So as I said, what did I say? As you go rightwards, okay, so 1 is in the rightwards direction of minus 1. So obviously 1 is bigger than minus 1. Though they are 1 1 only, but since 1 is on the right hand side, so its value is always bigger than minus 1. Okay. So now let us take another example. If I say 7 and minus 5. So obviously here 7 is bigger than minus 5. Okay, so this is how we can compare any two numbers. Okay children, now just imagine on this segment only, if I am comparing, just imagine if I say minus 6 and minus 3. Okay, so if you look carefully children, this is minus 6 and this is minus 3. So minus 3 is on the right hand side. Okay, that means this is my left, this is my right. So minus 6 is on the right hand side of minus 3 is on the right hand side of minus 6. So as you know, as you go rightwards, so minus 3 will be bigger. Okay, minus 3's value, okay, is bigger than minus 6 because it is on the right hand side of 6. This is my left, this is my right. Okay, so 3 is in the right of minus 6. So minus 3's value is bigger. Okay, minus 3's value is bigger. Okay children, similarly let me take another example, minus 5 and minus 2. Okay, so let me write minus 2 and minus 5. So if you look carefully again, minus 2 is in the right side and minus 5 is in the left side. So minus 2 will be always bigger than minus 5. Okay, so this is how we compare integers. So similarly on this side, let us see, on this side let us see 4 and 9. So which is bigger? Obviously children, 9 is bigger. Then 6 and 8. So which is bigger? Obviously children, 8 is bigger. If I write 7 and 1, which is bigger? Obviously children, 7 is bigger, isn't it children? So 7 is bigger than 1. So very simple, this is how we compare integers. Okay children, so that means as you go rightwards, your value increases. As you go leftwards, your value decreases. Okay children, very simple. Now let us try to order integers based on ascending and descending order. Yes children, now you already learned how to compare integers, so you can easily keep them in order also. Okay, so let us rub this. Okay, now let us try to bring it in order. Okay, so now let me give you some examples. Okay, now this is question number 1. Okay, so if I say arrange the following number, arrange the following number in ascending order. Okay, ascending. Okay, ascending order, like the number which I want to arrange is, just imagine like this. Okay, so as you know, ascending order means what children? From smallest to bigger. Okay, now if you look carefully children over here, first as you know, there is positive and integer, negative integer over here. So obviously negative integer will be the smallest amongst this thing. Now there are two negative numbers, minus 6 and minus 4. So what you do is just children, that you imagine a number line. Okay, and in number line what happens is minus 4 is on the right side of minus 6. So minus 4 is, that means, bigger than minus 6, isn't it? So that's why what you have to do is you have to write first minus 6, because minus 6 is the smallest amongst all this number. Then after that comes your minus 4, then a bit bigger number is 2, then 3, okay, then 4 children, then 5, then 6. Okay, so this will be your answer. Okay, so similarly you can do in descending order also. In descending order what you have to do is just opposite. You just have to write 6 first, then 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 4, minus 6. Okay children, so this is which I actually wanted to discuss in this chapter. Okay, so your classwork will be to do question number wait, okay, let me say which question you have to do. So over here you have to do question number Just a second, children. Expanded number. You have to do question number comparing numbers. You have to do question number 17 as your classwork. Okay, so your classwork will be question number 17 also. Okay, so previously you already had some classworks. Now this is the classwork from your block number lesson number 2. Okay, so this is actually lesson number 2, children. Okay, I have misplaced and written lesson number, oh sorry, this is lesson number 1 only. So over here your question number 17. Oh, children, I'm really sorry. Actually, what happened is I was looking at different book. So your classwork will be question number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, from this lesson. From lesson number 2, today I'm trying to cover lesson number 2 also. So from lesson number 2, I will give you further some classworks. Okay. So from lesson 1, what you have to do is you have to do question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So children, I guess you will be easily able to do question number 1, 2, 3 from your book. Okay. So for number 4, it will be a bit different for you because I have not yet explained what is the concept behind doing question number 4. So in question number 4, the concept is absolute value. Okay. The topic is absolute value. So what is absolute value, children? It is just very simple thing. Okay. What actually they will give you is, they will give you questions like this. Okay, they will say find the absolute value of 1 minus 181. Okay, and they will give you this kind of sign. This sign is known as modular sign. Okay, this is known as modular sign. So whenever there is a negative sign, okay, numbered, or you can say negative number, this will directly convert into positive number if it is separated by a box like this. Okay, let me give you another example. If by chance this was a positive number and it is safe to find the absolute value of this positive number, so it will still remain same only. Okay, whether it is negative or whether it is positive, the number will remain as it is. Okay, children. So let me give you again one more example. Question number 3. If I say minus 1, 2, okay, or minus 12, if I say, so minus 12 will turn into 12, and if it is just 12, positive 12, then it will still remain 12 only. That means absolute value actually gives us the positive value of any negative or positive integer. Okay, children, very simple. Okay, so this is how you can now do question number 4 also. Okay, so don't get confused. Question number 17 is not your homework. Okay, by mistake I have written. Okay, your not homework, classwork. Question number 17 is not your classwork. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4 is your classwork from lesson number 1. Okay, so as I continue lesson number 2, I will give you some more classworks, so please wait. Okay, children, now we are going to discuss about lesson 2, which is your adding and subtracting integers. Okay, children. So before we add and subtract integers, I want you to learn this thing. Okay, which is plus, minus, 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 plus, minus, then minus, minus, plus, then plus, plus, plus. So this is called sign convention. Okay, children, this is known as sign convention. Okay, this is known as sign convention. So I want you people to learn this. Okay, I'll give you some time. Okay, so pause this video and you can learn this. Okay, children, pause the video and learn this sign convention, because if you don't learn this sign convention, you will not be able to add and subtract integers. Okay, now you might be wondering why sir is teaching me addition and subtraction in class 7. Okay, why sir is teaching me addition and subtraction as if I don't know what is addition and subtraction is. No, children. Okay, why I am teaching you addition and subtraction is because this is addition and subtraction of integers. It is a bit different. Okay, for solving addition and subtraction of integers, you have to follow some rules. Okay, so what actually you have to do is, just imagine if I give you a question like this, okay, and I say solve. Okay, if I say solve this, okay, if I say you to solve this, okay, now what will you do, children? Okay, in your previous classes in class 5, 6 and all, what you used to do is you just used to get this kind of question. It used to be very simple kind of questions like this: 7 minus 2. Okay, so you used to bring the answer 5, isn't it? Now it is a bit different. Okay, now it is a bit different. By chance, if I say minus 1 minus 2, what you will do? Okay, how will you solve this? There is two signs before it, whether to do minus. Okay, I have to do 2 times minus. There is confusion over here, isn't it, children? So what you have to do is, though I am writing this as concept question, but this is actually concept only, so you can copy things, okay, which is in the board. So step 1 says, okay, what to do. Okay, what to do. Okay, that means what you should do. Okay, step 1 asks us a question, what to do. So for doing something, okay, you have to see the sign. Okay, so sign says minus minus, so sign says minus minus. So what you have to do? You have to do plus. That means you have to plus 1 and 2. So when you plus 1 and 2, it becomes how much? It becomes 3, isn't it? Now step 2 says what sign to put. Okay, what sign to put. Okay, what sign to put. So for putting the sign, what you have to do is you have to see amongst 1 and 2 which is the bigger value. So 2 is the bigger value, 2 is bigger number. Okay, not value, sorry, you have to see which number is bigger. 2 is bigger, so before 2, what is the sign? There is negative sign, so put minus sign. Okay, so that is how you have to solve this kind of question. Okay, now this is actually concept, so that's why I want you to write this. Okay, but procedure wise, you don't have to write step and all. Okay, children, so just imagine I have given you questions like this. Okay, if I have given you a question like this, so what you have to do is you have to think in mind only about the step 1. In step 1, what the step says, what to do. So let us think what to do. Minus plus, so minus plus, I have to do minus. Okay, children, so I have to do minus. So 8 minus 7 is how much? It is 1. Okay, now our step 1 is done. So step 2 says what sign to put. Okay, so for putting the sign, what you have to do is, as I have said, you have to see which number is bigger. 8 is bigger or 7 is bigger. So 8 is bigger. So before 8, what is the sign? Plus sign. So you have to put plus. Okay, children. Now again, let me teach you another question. Question number 3. How to do a different type of question. Just imagine if there is like this: 8 minus 2. Okay. Now children, if you look, this 2 has 2 signs before it. So what you have to always remember is, a number can have only one sign before it. Okay, so if you look over here, 8 is having plus sign before it, so it is satisfied, it is having one sign only before it. But this 2 is having 2 signs before it, so what you have to do is you have to make it 1. So minus minus, this will be plus. Okay, then after that you have to follow the same sign convention. So plus 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 plus, that means you have to reverse write plus, and amongst 8 and 2 which is bigger? 8 is bigger, so what is the sign before it? Plus, so you have to write plus only. Okay, children, so this is how we do addition or subtraction in case of integer. Okay, so we have done, like I have kept plus sign also, I have kept minus signs also. So everything like addition and subtraction in integers is kind of common only. Okay, children, it's very simple method. You just have to follow step 1 and step 2. So following step 1 and step 2 will help you to solve the question. And this sign convention is also very important because it will help you to understand what you should do. Like if you by chance didn't know this sign convention, so what would have you done? Minus minus, if I don't know what is there only, like minus minus, it should be plus. If I don't know what should be, okay, then I will not be able to do what should I do, isn't it? So minus minus plus, so that's why I have added 2 plus 1, so it became 3. And after that, what sign to put? So I had to see 2 is bigger or 1 is bigger, so 2 is bigger, so before 2, what is the sign? Minus, so I have kept minus. Similarly over here also, minus plus minus I have to do, so 8 minus 7 is 1, So what sign to put? 8 is bigger or 7 is bigger? 8 is bigger. So before 8 plus is sign, plus sign is there. So I have kept plus. And one more thing, that no number has to have two signs before it. It should have only one sign. Okay. So that's why you have to solve the sign itself, minus minus plus. This sign or this number already has a sign before it, which is plus. Okay. So one more thing, children, if there is no sign before any number, it means it is having plus sign. Plus sign. So plus 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 I have to do. So 8 plus 2 is 10, and before 8 there is plus sign, so I have kept plus. Okay, children. So this much I wanted to teach in lesson 2. So this is very simple topic. You can easily solve the questions now. Okay, children. Now your classwork will be do question number 5 and 6 from this lesson. Okay. So question number 5 and 6 is your classwork. Okay, from this lesson, and your homework. Okay, all together for both the lessons 1 and 2. What you have to do is your question number 7 and 8 is your classwork. Okay, 7 and 8 is your classwork. Okay, understanding, children? That means question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is your classwork for today, and 7 and 8 is your homework. Okay, children? So please copy this, make a fair note in your copy first, then after that you start doing your classwork and homework. Okay, children? So let's close for this much today.